Solve for x using the quadratic formula. Express your answer in simplest form. Okay, so we need to use the quadratic formula. X equals negative b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac, and all of that gets divided by 2a. You do not have to memorize this formula. I've told you this a million times. You can always refer to it. If you were taking the NJSLA, you would have it on the reference sheet. I have it hanging in the classroom, so don't worry about that. Let's just identify A, B, and C in our equation and formula. So A in this equation is 4. There are 2 places in the formula that we have A, so those 2 places are going to have to be substituted with 4. B in this equation is 7. B is in our equation, in our formula twice. Okay, so in those 2 places, we'll end up substituting it with 7. And C is 2, so we'll have to substitute C with 2. Okay, so now I'm going to rewrite it by substituting the values. I have x equals negative b. Okay, b was 7, so I'll put 7 plus minus square root b squared. B again is 7, so I'm doing 7 squared minus 4 times a was 4, times c, and c was 2. And all of that gets divided by 2a. A is 4. Okay, so now I will start to simplify this. So I have x equals negative 7 plus minus square root 7 squared. 7 squared is 49 minus 4 times 4, which is 16. 16 times 2 is 32, all divided by 2 times 4, which is 8. Okay, and I've told you in class many times, I don't care if you take 7 squared minus 4 times 2, throw the whole thing in the calculator and get the answer. That is totally fine. Okay, so x equals negative 7 plus minus square root of 49 minus 32. 49 minus 32 is 17. Okay, and then it all gets divided by 8. Can I simplify this? It said to express my answer in simplest form. Well, let's see. Looking at square root of 17, I don't see any perfect square factors of 17, right? The only factors of 17 are 1 and 17. So we cannot simplify this. This is our final answer. Now, I'm going to continue on to 15 because 15 is connected to 14. It says, describe your solutions from question 14. Did we get 2 real irrational solutions, 2 real rational solutions, or 2 non-real solutions? So let's see. A non-real solution would be if we had a negative number inside the radical. We did not have a negative inside a radical. A rational solution would be if we got a perfect square inside the radical. Okay, because if we got a perfect square inside the radical, we get a whole number for it. That's rational. Irrational solution would be if we got a non-perfect square number, okay, a number that is not a perfect square inside our radical. And since we got root 17, right, let's go back to 14. Inside our radical, we had 17. That tells me that this is 2 irrational solutions, okay? 2 real irrational solutions. They're real because it's not a negative number, right? It's a positive number in there, but it's irrational because it's not a perfect square, so we'll get a decimal that never ends. So that's the answer for 15. In 16, I wanted you to take solutions that I gave you to a quadratic equation and classify those. So I have 12 plus and minus square root of 4. What kind of solutions are these? Well, let's see. We said it would be irrational if I have a number in there that's not a perfect square. Well, what kind of number is 4? 4 is a perfect square. Okay, so 12 plus minus root 4 is the same thing as 12 plus and minus 2, because square root of 4 is 2, because 2 squared is 4, right? This is 2 solutions, because plus minus means I'm doing 12 plus 2 and 12 minus 2. And look, I can solve these and get regular whole numbers. 12 plus 2 is 14. 12 minus 2 is 10. So those are real rational solutions. We have 2 real rational solutions. The next question is very similar. The solutions to a quadratic equation are 12 plus and minus square root of negative 4. What kind of solutions are these? Well, it's very similar. There's root 4. However, it's root negative 4. And we said if there's a negative inside the radical, that is a non-real solution. Okay, so this is two non-real solutions because we're taking the root of a negative. And with that, we're finished with your study guide. If you like these videos, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have questions, please send me an email and I will be happy to help you out with this. Have a great day.